In honor of there being a second Avengers film, your co-host Tommy that's me, has decided to unbox this Marvel Select Avenging Hawkeye that I've just had sitting around, so let me open it and then review it. This is a Disney Store exclusive, and it is based on the Matt Fraction comic book with a dog. Woof woof. First things first, I need to point out that they have a new advertisement thing, which is pretty cool. Some Guardians of the Galaxy stuff and some zombies and whatnot. Then you see Cable, a figure that I really actually need to pick up. I don't know what's been holding me back, and some old school stuff where you can play dress up.
And this is the unfortunate moment when my camera microphone died. So now what I'm going to show you is articulation while I overdub the voice. So Marvel Selects used to have some of the worst articulation, up there with DC Direct, but as of late they've been really adding some solid forms of articulation, although that ab crunch doesn't really make much sense and doesn't actually move. So I don't know what's going on there, but hold on, let me zoom in so you can see even better detail as I put them on the table. Detail and articulation, of course. So you can see some nice wrist bend and rotation. The bend doesn't go all the way, so that's a little upsetting. But that ab crunch is totally confusing me. He has some good articulation on the legs, not as good as WWE Elite, but it makes sense for this type of articulation because he has pants. I don't know what these things are on his legs and stuff, but look at that. Rotation, double knee bend, and at the foot it bends. That's so cool. Yeah, I don't know what that is, this little thing. I'm not really a big person that shoots arrows or whatever, but I do like how he has all the quivers. That's cool, and he can put his individual arrows in there. Now let's look at this head. That's pretty cool. Nice face, good paint work, nice detail. I'll pop the head off and pop a new one on. It's always kind of difficult though to do that. I always have difficulty, and I do want to note, I do want to warn you that unfortunately with this figure, sometimes when you're trying to take the head on and off, because he has spiky hair, it hurts, and you might cut yourself, maybe, if you're not careful. Second face, Clint, when he's hanging out probably. Some nice bandages and whatnot on his face, and it looks pretty cool. I'll be honest with you, I haven't read much Hawkeye since I picked up the first two trades about a year or two ago, whenever they came out, but now that I'm a Marvel Unlimited subscriber, I'll pick it up and read it. Some more of them on my digital devices. Now, the problem here is a problem that you always get with Marvel Selects. It's that the type of plastic they use, unlike Marvel Legends, who uses a lot of soft plastic, Marvel Select uses a lot of hard plastic. So something like a bow is really difficult to get held in that hand. It just won't open up. But you can kind of squeeze it in there, but be careful. It could break. So I finally kind of got it in there off camera because it's difficult, and here is the best position I can have him holding the bow. And unfortunately, like a lot of figures that have bows, they don't hold them really well. You can't really get a natural looking pose. If anyone has the DC Collectibles Arrow, or maybe even a Hot Toys Hawkeye, can you let me know how well they hold their bows, because this isn't really doing much for me. But I don't think it can. Maybe you need like a Figuarts or a Figma or a Revoltech to do the movement that you want. But he looks cool. He looks ready. And then he comes with this adorable dog. And as I said, I haven't read much of the books. I totally forget what happened there. But this dog is really amazing. It's cute, and you can pose anything with it. Who doesn't like a dog? Unless you don't like dogs, then I'm sorry, this is included. Speaking of accessories, he comes with a lot of arrows, and ignore that bow there. That's the bow he comes with originally. I don't know why I edited it this way. I'm sorry if you're mad, but check it out. Check all these singular arrows, how they have different things at the end, and that's kind of awesome, because that's one problem I noticed with a lot of the Marvel Legends, is that they didn't have arrows, and I need to cut this. I don't. And actual accessories he comes with are some guns and an extra hand and the extra face. Not another extra face like the bow. This is just another the face I showed you before. So the only flaws I see with this figure is the weird ab crunch, the difficulty switching the heads, which is a common problem that I find with Marvel Selects, and the hard plastic, which could also be the same problem as the head swapping. And also don't forget that the bow, I've found some difficulty to pose it, but you might be able to pose it better than I can. I'm never the biggest pro at posing things. If you've ever seen my videos before, thank you for watching. Have the best day ever.